Greetings, committee, and welcome to Entropy and Comics and another edition of Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day, 12/31, 2024. It's actually for New Comic Book Day 1/1/2025. Really what this is a split for me, and you probably caught me just kind of spacing out there for a minute. If I may, I want to thank you guys, and I'm still kind of caught with one foot left in the past and one foot looking forward into the future. And speaking of the future, I look forward to many future days in which that I encounter you, Las Cruces. Not only have you been one of my most, I guess, almost non-pledged, pledged individuals to this channel, but just an individual that has always been there throughout the time, not only that I've been doing the show, but just many others. So I want to thank you. I want to take the time to say thanks, dude, along with many others that decided to cruise on through. Thank you. I know this is my most anticipated reads for tomorrow, as is stated in the title. At the same point, I did want to take a moment and say thank you. 2024 was pretty cool with its own unique gifts and purposes and challenges and memories and everything that's all life that gives us, I guess, to bring it right back around. I want to thank you, and it's a pleasure to do this throughout all of that because, well, we're all going through the same shit. And as we do so, and I was looking back at some past videos, I just want to say, it's been an amazing journey. I did this channel initially because I want to do something different. And as always, I want to be able to spend time with individuals that share the same interests. So I know I redundantly have made mention, but I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to go ahead and give to you not only a part of what I enjoy doing as part of my hobby, but to be able to share that with somebody that of individuals that share the same pleasures, purposes, desires, facets of problems and dysfunctional, problematic hoarding. So it's really cool to be able to share that not only with you, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this journey. That stated. Hey, it's Kevin of Entropy and Comics, and I'm here to bring you another edition of Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day 1/1/2025. As I've been checking out, being that it's still 31 of 2024, when my brain's is warping, I really added up that B as far as this particular episode, I don't know, but as far as the actual show, it has been going on for almost to the day, 2 years, 6 months, and it's been freaking cool. I think I've only missed a day or two. I know it's because of work schedules and, life, but yeah, it's been awesome to be able to do this and bring this to you. And it's just been really cool knowing that, wow, it's been 2.5 years doing this show, and it's just been fun doing it. You've been wondering why I've been going and milking this cow for now 4 minutes. The reason why is I only basically have 5 titles on here. So let's go ahead and bring it to you, starting off and only ending with Marvel Publishing. Yeah, it's, I'm not really, I don't know, it's really weird. You thought it would have been anything else in there. There is other reads that I'm doing, but they're not my most anticipated. So let's start off with, well, oddly enough, this was not on my list. Initially, this book was not on my list at first. However, hi, Christina. Appreciate you being here with me and dancing. Hope you're doing well and Happy New Year to all. Thank you. And the reason why initially I wasn't going to pick this up is, in my opinion, we kind of already done this before. And I mean, it wasn't really full stories. It was more of just kind of patchwork together the last thing. But my point being is I was thinking, really, are they just milking this cow, beating this dead horse? What are they doing? Then I realized, oh, after I did a little bit of digging, it's supposed to be an ongoing series. That kind of piqued some interest. Seriously, an ongoing series is something that did rather kind of well for some that people thought it was just initially a money grab. All right, now you make my most anticipated read list. Is it my most anticipated read? No, it's not my blue light special. However, I'm now really curious. I don't expect a whole lot from the story. I do expect somewhat from the actual art. It tends to be fairly decent following the Deadpool and or Wolverine storyline. So I was like, hey, this can't be that big of a miss. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Moving out for Deadpool Wolverine issue number 1, starting off an ongoing series that you coming to you right now. It's going to go through 2025 and see how after longer. Let's talk about what if Galactus transformed the Incredible Hulk issue number 1. The reason why is these have been a series of stories that have been so far so good. And now you're going ahead and get me a character that I really enjoy and really care about. Now, I do state that in this regard, I do have a little premeditated expectation as far as the storyline goes. I was also privy to a little bit of the story, so I guess that kind of melds into the reasoning behind that. But at the same point, when you tie in a character that I really do enjoy, especially of late how it's been written, and you tie in a what if story with it, I'm definitely biting. So I really am looking forward to not only reading this, but definitely it's going to be on just pretty close to the top of that pile. But moving on from that, let's talk about Miles Morales, Spider-Man issue number 28. Talk about a solid ongoing series coming out from Cody Ziegler. It's been so well written throughout this whole storyline. It's very, very consistent, and not only from this series, but seemingly, in my opinion, from everything that Cody has been touching. I'm looking forward to 2025 with Cody Ziegler. I'm looking forward to more works, especially when it comes to independent stuff that he's been doing, stuff that is his own works. What was that, Goobers, I think it was. That was his own project, which is, kind of a callback and a praise to some of the stuff that we grew up with. At the same point, it does uniquely show that he has the ability to tell not only his own tales, but it does point into the direction in which that his flavorings go. I know that's all sounding vague. My point being is, I think 2025 is going to be a year that Cody's going to end up writing some stories beyond Miles Morales. And I'm looking forward to not only that, but reading upcoming series and an ongoing series, not only in Miles, but other series that are offshoots that I'm hearing that are in the works with Cody and Miles. So let's see if that actually transpired, and hopefully that all makes sense in 2025. Moving out from Miles Morales, issue number 28, coming out to you and to me on 1/1/2025. Let's talk about, man, I just realized I got to update my little... yeah, anyways, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 11. I know I keep zigging every word. Sorry. Fireworks going on, family, everything. Not quite here. But anyway, Spectacular Spider-Man has been also another ongoing series that I really been enjoying. I was taken back because I wasn't led to believe that this was supposed to be a series that was supposed to go beyond 6 issues. I thought it was supposed to go away in 6 issues. 2024 was supposed to be a model in which that they were going to go ahead and try to conserve a few dollars and do a bunch of mini-series, throw a bunch of things against the wall, see what sticks, and then in 2025, they were going to release a couple, or at least entertain, a couple of more ongoing series, like, as I said, Deadpool and Wolverine and so forth, along with a couple other titles, just because they've been doing so well. I'm only guessing that with, like, Spider-Gwen, the Spectacular Spider-Man have been doing so well that decided to just go ahead and lengthen out the writing. It's been awesome. It doesn't feel like it's been stretched out. It doesn't feel like it's been in any way, just a filler beyond a filler beyond a filler. It seems like there's some pretty cool stories that are being interweaved within the actual stories that we're reading in the arcs that we've been getting in the series of Spectacular Spider-Man. With issue number 11, I believe, and issue number 12 will finalize another arc, I believe. But what it also does is it gives us, if you read it, there was like 4 distinct aspects in which that were turning points that both pitted these guys together, at one point almost apart, and then finalizing at where we're at now, realizing if they don't work with one another and figure out a couple other things, that when they're separated, they're doomed. So it's been really cool, not only reading the story and how well it's been written in the sense of how well these characters have been getting along in the story, but the dynamics of these characters have been also expressed in the storytelling in itself, which is something that we don't usually get or care about when we read these stories independently, if that makes sense. So I've been really enjoying that series, and I've been really digging it. And it's been, again, another one that's going to get pretty high at the top of that pile for 1/1/2025. Moving on from that, let's go ahead and talk about Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 9. This was, again, one of those series that I didn't think it was going to make it past issue number 6. Most of this time, the series for Spider-Gwen doesn't. It does taper off, usually after around 7, and usually it's only a 5 or a 6 issue mini because they know the sales that tend to drop off. I don't know what the sales are at this point, but I do know that everyone that I talked to has been reading the story, has been enjoying it. Hence the reason why I ended up picking this up, because initially I wasn't going to. And damn it, it's been good. It really has. This series, I again, if you read the series, you kind of already know what it is. So if you know what it is, it's been that and solid of that. She's been displaced. She's been living here, trying to get her shit together. Everything's been falling apart back in her home world. And kind of things have been doing all right here. Seemingly things have been going pretty good here. But again, as always, things hit the fan and she has to contend with some things. And that's where we're at with issue number 9. Because after issue number 8, which I just kind of dabbled in the other night, oh, wow. So, yeah, I've been reading this. Again, everyone who writes it does well. And I really enjoy this character. And I've been reading it, not necessarily with the intent that I was going to follow through this whole series. I even stopped buying it. And I'm going to, after this broadcast, I'm going to end up reordering my FOC for next. I can't put it down. It's really that good for me. And I do recommend it. It is an all ages book, and it's a really fun one at that. But hey, here, really what we're for, that. Let me try that one more time. But really what we're here for, it's not a little bit comprehend. Yeah. Is the Blue Light Special. And this week's Blue Light Special is, boy, I just, bleh. Ultimates, issue number 8. We're going to get a lot of introductions of some new characters and pointing to the direction of really where this is going. The cool thing is also it's tying together a lot of the loose ends. What I really mean by that is all the other Ultimate series that have been going on. It finally kind of touches on how it's the hub behind all this stuff. I'm looking forward to getting in this because am I a Guardian of the Galaxy fan? Not necessarily, but I do understand and I do like everyone who ends up writing with the Guardian characters at the helm because of where the direction tends to go with the story. Am I a regular Guardians? No. But when they do crossovers or when they come into other stories, I tend to enjoy them. Just saying. I know it sounds so weird. But the last thing I need to do is entertain another series. Luckily, they're tying into the Ultimates issue number 8 coming out on 1/1/2025. And it's been out of all what I've been giving you, even though, as I told you, how well written the other series have been, this one has been well written, and it's leading up to an inevitability that we know. The clock is ticking, things are coming down, and it's just only a matter of time that the storm's going to finally arrive. And I think we're just getting to the point that we're almost ready to batten down those hatches. I know these are all weird metaphors and similes, but if you're reading the Ultimates, you kind of know that it's, as all the other ones, they kind of seem like they're just standalone stories, and you're kind of waiting for how is this tying together. Seems like this does it. Ultimates 8 is the one that's going to kind of give us an understanding how all this comprehensively is going to tie into one ultimate story leading into one ultimate battle. And I'm looking forward to that. So on 1/1/2024, I ask you to start off by one, walking into your shop. Hopefully cut them some slack if they don't have all your books, because a lot of shops did not receive all their books due to the fact of the holidays and because of new shipping policies and the way things are going. And so I ask, please, just cut them a break. Start off the year right. To everybody who decided they want to cruise on in on the channel, I want to take a moment again to say thank you much. Appreciate you, buddy. I hope all is well with you and your fams. I appreciate you, your consistent loyalty. The fact that you consistently go ahead and post my my YouTube channel. The fact that you guys are always here supporting me, listening to me to doing this babbling thing where seldom I actually make any sense. But I do appreciate the fact that you enjoy this hobby as much as I. The fact that you, I assume, watch the show, just the fact that you see how much I enjoy telling you what my most anticipated reads are. And hey, I look forward to seeing you all in 2025. You guys stay safe, you stay well, and that's it from me. Take care.